Lily wished for magic. Every night, she wished on every star. She wished for something wonderful to happen. Lily lived in a small village. It was quiet and peaceful. But Lily longed for adventure. She dreamed of faraway lands. One day, Lily found a shiny silver coin. It had a picture of a unicorn on it. Lily held it tight and wished with all her might. "Please let me have an adventure," she whispered. Little did she know her wish was about to come true. Lily's life was very ordinary. She helped her mother with chores. She played with her wooden toys. She read books about faraway places. Lily loved to draw. She drew pictures of fairies and dragons. She drew pictures of talking animals and magical forests. Lily dreamed of a world beyond her village. She wanted to meet fantastical creatures. She wanted to have her own incredible adventures. Every night, Lily whispered her wish to the stars. "Please let me have an adventure," she would say. The next morning, Lily went to the meadow. It was her secret place. She sat under her favorite tree and closed her eyes. Suddenly, Lily heard a soft sound. It was like wind chimes and birdsong mixed together. She opened her eyes and gasped. Standing in the meadow was a unicorn. It was pure white with a shimmering horn. Its eyes sparkled like 1,000 stars. The unicorn dipped its head to Lily. Its horn glowed softly. Lily knew this was no ordinary creature. This was magic. "Hello!" The unicorn touched her hand with its nose. It felt warm and soft.
My name is Celeste. I am here to take you on an adventure.
Lily couldn't believe her ears. Her wish had come true. She climbed onto Celeste's back. They ran into the forest. Trees rushed past them. Birds sang a beautiful song. Then they reached a waterfall. It shimmered like a rainbow.
Hold on tight.
Celeste said and jumped. They landed softly on the other side. The world was different. Flowers bloomed in every color imaginable. Butterflies danced in the air.
Where are we?
This is the Whispering Forest. It's a place of magic and wonder.
They walked through the forest. Trees whispered secrets to each other in the breeze. Animals peeked at them with curious eyes. Lily couldn't stop smiling. Everything was so beautiful and strange. She was finally having the adventure of her dreams. They continued their journey. They crossed sparkling rivers, their reflections dancing on the water's surface. The sun shone brightly, making the water glisten like 1,000 diamonds. The children laughed and splashed, feeling the cool water on their feet. It was a magical moment, one they would remember forever, and climbed over hills of candy. The hills were made of every sweet treat imaginable. There were chocolate peaks, marshmallow meadows, and licorice trails. The children couldn't resist taking a bite here and there. Their faces lit up with joy as they tasted the delicious treats. It was like a dream come true. They even flew over a cloud that tasted like cotton candy. The cloud was soft and fluffy, and the children felt like they were floating on a sugary pillow. They reached out and grabbed handfuls of the sweet cloud, giggling as they ate it. The sky around them was a beautiful shade of pink, adding to the magical atmosphere. Finally, they reached a land of giants. The landscape was vast and everything was enormous. Trees towered above them, their leaves as big as blankets. The ground shook slightly with each step the giants took. The children looked around in awe, feeling like tiny explorers in a new world.
Wow, look at those giant flowers and fruits. The flowers were as tall as houses, their petals vibrant and colorful. The fruits were enormous, hanging from the trees like giant ornaments. The children couldn't believe their eyes. They had never seen anything like it before.
The giants were kind and gentle. They had warm smiles and soft voices. They bent down to greet the children, their eyes twinkling with kindness. The children felt an immediate sense of comfort and safety. It was clear that the giants meant them no harm. They lived in houses made of giant flowers and ate giant fruits. The flower houses were beautiful, with petals forming the walls and roofs. The fruits were delicious and juicy, providing a feast for the giants. The children were amazed at how the giants had adapted to their environment. The giants welcomed Lily and Celeste. They shared their food, offering the children pieces of the giant fruits. The children tasted the fruits, finding them to be the sweetest they had ever eaten. The giants also shared stories of their land, telling tales of adventure and wonder, and told them stories of their land. The stories were filled with magic and excitement. The children listened intently, their imaginations running wild. They could picture the giants' adventures, feeling like they were part of the stories themselves.
These giants are truly wonderful, aren't they, Lily? The child looked up at the giant, feeling a sense of awe and admiration. The giant smiled down at them, making the child feel special and important.
Yes, Celeste. I feel so small but so safe among them. The child felt a sense of peace and security. The giant's presence was comforting, and the child knew they were in good hands.
Lily felt small but safe among these gentle giants. She knew that this was a place where she could be happy and free. The giants had welcomed her with open arms, and she felt like she had found a new home. But their journey wasn't always easy. The path was fraught with challenges that tested their resolve and courage. Each step forward seemed to bring a new obstacle, a new trial that they had to overcome. The children, though weary, pressed on with determination in their hearts. They knew that giving up was not an option, for they had a mission to fulfill and dreams to chase. One day, a dark cloud appeared in the sky. It was a shadow, a manifestation of all their fears and doubts. This ominous presence loomed over the landscape, casting a pall of darkness that threatened to engulf everything in its path. And it fed on happiness. The shadow thrived on the despair and sadness of those it touched, growing stronger with every ounce of joy it consumed. It spread its tendrils across the land, seeking to snuff out the light and hope that the children carried within them. The shadow tried to cover the land in darkness. It sought to extinguish the bright fields and vibrant landscapes, replacing them with a bleak and desolate world. The children could feel the weight of the shadow pressing down on them, trying to crush their spirits. It whispered doubts and fears into everyone's hearts. Even Celeste felt afraid. The shadow's insidious voice crept into their minds, planting seeds of uncertainty and dread. It told them they were not strong enough, that their dreams were foolish and unattainable.
Lily, stay close. This shadow is powerful. We must not let it divide us. Together, we are stronger. We must hold on to each other and our dreams.
But Lily remembered her wish. She recalled the moment she had made her wish for adventure, the excitement and hope that had filled her heart. She knew that this was part of her journey, a challenge she had to face head-on. She had wished for adventure, and with adventure came the unknown, the trials, and the triumphs. She understood that true adventure was not just about the fun and excitement, but also about overcoming the obstacles that stood in her way. And adventure meant facing challenges. It meant standing up to the fears and doubts that tried to hold her back. It meant pushing forward, even when the path seemed impossible. She wouldn't let the shadow win. She steeled herself, drawing strength from her wish and the support of her friends. She knew that they could overcome this darkness together.
You won't win. We are stronger than you think. We have the power of hope and friendship on our side. We choose happiness and light. We choose to stand together and face whatever comes our way. The shadow cannot take away our joy and our dreams.
Lily stood tall and faced the shadow. Her heart was filled with courage and determination. She knew that as long as they held on to their light, the shadow could never truly win. Her voice was small but strong. It carried the weight of her resolve and the strength of her spirit. She was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that she was not alone. Lily's words were filled with magic. Each syllable she uttered seemed to shimmer in the air, casting a radiant glow around her. The meadow, once dark and foreboding, began to brighten with every word she spoke. Her voice, though small, carried the weight of ancient spells and timeless wisdom. It was as if the very essence of the meadow responded to her call, awakening from a long slumber. The shadow trembled and shrank. It had been a formidable foe, feeding on the fears and doubts of those who dared to enter its domain. But now, faced with the purity and strength of Lily's magic, it could no longer maintain its form. The darkness that once loomed large and menacing began to recede, its power waning with each passing moment. It vanished with a whimper, a final, pitiful sound that echoed through the clearing. The once oppressive presence was now nothing more than a distant memory, a cautionary tale for those who might forget the power of light over darkness, leaving behind a sky full of stars. Each star seemed to twinkle with newfound brilliance, as if celebrating the victory of light over shadow. The constellations, ancient and wise, bore witness to the triumph, their patterns telling stories of hope and resilience. The land was safe again. The giants cheered. Their deep, booming voices echoed through the valley, a chorus of joy and relief. They had watched the battle unfold, their hearts heavy with worry. but now they could finally breathe easy. The meadow, their home, was restored to its former glory.
You did it, Lily! The children gathered around her, their faces alight with admiration and gratitude. They had all played their part, but it was Lily who had faced the greatest challenge. Her bravery had inspired them all, and they knew that they would never forget this day. You faced your fear and won. The words were simple, but they carried a profound truth. In facing her fear, Lily had discovered a strength she never knew she had. She stood tall, her heart swelling with pride and a newfound sense of purpose.
Celeste nuzzled Lily, her horn glowing brightly. The unicorn, a symbol of purity and grace, had been Lily's steadfast companion throughout her journey. Their bond was unbreakable, forged in the fires of adversity and tempered by mutual respect and love. It was time for Lily to go home. The journey had been long and arduous, but it had also been filled with moments of wonder and discovery. As she looked back at the meadow, she felt a pang of sadness, but also a deep sense of fulfillment. Celeste took her back to the meadow. They said goodbye, their hearts heavy with the weight of parting. But they knew that this was not the end. Their paths would cross again, for the bonds they had formed were too strong to be broken by distance or time. Promising to meet again someday, the promise was a beacon of hope, a reminder that no matter where life took them, they would always find their way back to each other.
I'll never forget you, Celeste. Thank you for everything. The words were spoken softly, but they carried the weight of 1,000 unspoken emotions. Gratitude, love, and a promise of eternal friendship.
Lily knew she would never forget her magical journey. It had changed her in ways she was only beginning to understand. The memories of the meadow, the battles fought, and the friendships forged would stay with her forever. She had faced her fears, made new friends, and discovered the power within herself. The journey had been a testament to her courage and resilience, and she knew that she was capable of facing whatever challenges lay ahead, and discovered the power within herself. The meadow, once a place of fear, had become a symbol of her strength and determination, and as she walked away, she knew that she would carry its lessons with her wherever she went. Lily returned to her ordinary life, but she was no longer the same. The magic of her journey stayed with her. She saw the world with new eyes. She appreciated the beauty around her. The trees whispered stories to her. The flowers seemed brighter. Lily continued to draw, but now her drawings were filled with the magic she had experienced. She shared her stories and inspired others to dream. Lily learned that magic wasn't just about unicorns and giants. It was about believing in the impossible and finding the courage to follow your dreams.